Yo, what's up everybody, James here, back at it again with a new F123 BMW MyTeam career episode. Today we're racing on one of the most challenging tracks in F1, Monaco, so let's get straight into it. This break is only 2 days long, so I went ahead and selected a podium celebration party and a driver promotion filming. Can't forget about those vital upgrades, of course. We've been doing a great job of those recently. So I went ahead and bought a major one for the aerodynamics and a major one for the tire wear. I would also highly recommend to check out last episode. We had an immense race at Imola. It's really worth checking out. So yeah, go ahead guys. And now let's jump into the race weekend, Monaco. Now Max has some great news for us. Both of the major upgrades we purchased last time have arrived without issues. So that means our car is once again better and hopefully can help us get a great result here today. Also, for the very first time this season, we jumped another team in the performance chart. This time it was Aston Martin, so we are now the 5th best team on the grid and we're going for that first spot. Alright, with that being said, it's time now to jump into practice here in Monaco. Currently you see me doing the race pace program. As you can see, this one went very well. Delta is under 2 seconds, coming through the final corner, activating the DRS, staying close to the wall here, up through the gears, and that's job done for the first program. Moving on to the fuel management program here, went very smoothly as well. 1.7 seconds under the delta currently, but in the green zone, so I'm lifting a bit in order to push it up into the purple one, and yeah, job done again. So, final program here today, qualifying pace, 1.4 seconds up, so no issues, and that's practice done. After practice we score a total of 1025 R&D points and the acclaim went up a bit as well. So it's qualifying time here in Monaco. Currently you see me on my first banker lap, missed the apex there a little bit, but coming through here, DRS activated, stay close to the wall again, up through the gears, and we set provisional pole with a 1 minute 10.6. So now final lap of this qualifying session here in Monaco, and you may wonder why I'm only doing 2 laps. And the reason for this is that my gearbox was pretty worn out. I believe it was on 77% or something like that. So I didn't want to wear it out further and decided to risk a lot by going out only one more time again. So hopefully this lap is good enough to maintain pole position for the race. I'll let you enjoy it with the engine sound. Yes, pole position once again, this time here in Monaco. We set pole position by 9/10 to Lando Norris. So yeah, great lap, as you saw, 3 purple sectors, really nailed it. Mika Häkkinen in P11, 1.5 seconds slower than us, unfortunately. I'd like him to be a bit closer to us. But yeah, let's jump into the race now, and I hope we can win the famous Monaco Grand Prix.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. James lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Russell, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hakkinen, Gasly, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Zhou, Albon, Bottas, Ricciardo and Logan Sargent. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Alright, we're currently sitting here on the grid waiting for the race to start, from pole position of course. Let's take a look at the strategy. We are gonna do a soft medium once again, and the reason for that is that I saw a lot of drivers starting on a harder compound, like a medium or hard, and if I now start on the softs, then I of course will come into the pits earlier than them, and there's the risk that I may end up behind them. So that's why I'm taking the mediums. We're basically gonna play the long game, pit pretty much as the last car, if that's possible. And yeah, hopefully we can have a nice little race here, and hopefully we can win this Monaco Grand Prix. Let's go. Alright, currently you see me lining the car up for this Monaco Grand Prix here, starting from pole position of course. 0.3, great job. So, the 5 red lights go on. And they are out. We get a very good launch here, using a bit of ERS early on to maintain P1. Mark letting me know there that my engine is a bit worn out, but I knew this of course. Just wanted to use it to the fullest extent here for this race. Yeah, and now it's all about holding on to the lead here, defending from Norris behind. So, currently the end of the first lap here. Hitting the apexes nicely. Using the ERS down this main straight, setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix of course, but that's the first lap. So we cut onto lap 15 now, and here's where some issues with the gearbox started to occur. I lost 4th gear, as you may have seen.
A mechanical issue means you've lost one of the gears, I'm afraid. Say again, you have lost access to one of the gears.
Yes, Jeff confirming that. So we come into the pits on lap 15 as planned. Hopefully our boys can deliver a great pit stop once again. Great turn in. Let's see what the time's gonna be. 2.4, very good. We put on a fresh set of soft tires, getting rid of those old mediums. And yeah, you can see on the left Russell is passing me here, but he is yet to pit, so no worries on that front. So here you can see that the gap is getting bigger and bigger to the car behind. 8.5 seconds, 9.5 seconds, 10 seconds and 11 seconds. And yeah, already the last lap of this Monaco Grand Prix. Coming here through the swimming pool section. Yeah, I didn't show much of the race unfortunately, but this is just the nature of Monaco. I was constantly in P1 and nothing was happening. So yeah, that's why. Checkered flag is out, just a bit of weaving here before the line. We win the Monaco Grand Prix, and what a dominant win it was.
Ah, fantastic drive, that's just fantastic. Amazing, you deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
So after a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now.
Right then, we win the Monaco Grand Prix by 10.5 seconds to Lando Norris. We also score the fastest lap point with a 1 minute 11.3. Mika Häkkinen finishes in P13 at the end. Unfortunately, he doesn't score any points, so you may have to look at an alternative for him for next season if he will continue to perform like this. Driver standings wise, we remain of course in P1 with that race win. Now we have 39 points to Lando Norris. Mika Häkkinen still in P10 with his 5 points. And here are the constructor standings. We are actually in P2 now and only 13 points to Ferrari in P1. So we may have a chance here on winning both the driver and the constructor championship. We'll have to see how other teams perform, how many retirements there are, but the chance is definitely there. Alright, that's it from me today guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscription, it would really help me out and it would motivate me to further create this type of content. I'll catch you in the next one and until then, bye bye.